The lesson today is lesson 12. It's in Advanced Pre-Algebra Unit 2. We're solving equations with special solutions. The homework that goes with this is page 20 and 21. And you're going to want to be on page 19 in your notebook. All right. Pause the video and do this problem. All right, which expression is not an equivalent expression for the perimeter? Well, let's look at this. Is it perimeter? You could write it as 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, which is what this is. 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Now, if I actually simplify this, let's use the distributive property. I'll have 12x plus 9x. I'm going to distribute the 2 here. I'll have 4x plus 3x. And when I add these, I get 16x plus 12 halves. 12 halves is 6. So 16x plus 6. Is that right? I actually distributed wrong here. This is not a 4x. 2x times 4x is 8x. And now when I combine like terms, I will have 20x plus 6. Now, that's the perimeter of the simplified form. I can factor out a 2 here. And if I factor out a 2, won't I have 10x plus 3 left in parentheses, which is this one? Can I, if I multiply 1/2 times this, I'll have 2.5x plus 12. That is not the same. So C is out. D, if I use the distributive property, I'll have 12x plus 4.5 plus 8x plus 1.5. And if I combine like terms, I will have 20x plus 6. So everything is the same as the perimeter except C. All right, pause your video, do this one. All right, let's look at this. What is the greatest common factor for these two terms? I can factor out a 4 and a b. So if I divide by 4b, 12 divided by 4 is 3. B divided by b is 1, so I'm just left with 3a. 4b divided by 4b is 1, so minus 1. That's completely factored. So that is a. Now, if you would use the distributive property on these 3, you would not get what you started with. Oh, no, I looked at this wrong. It's not A. This is 4A. It's B. Or, I'm sorry, D. 4B times quantity 3A minus 1. So the answer is B. All right. Today, we are talking about special solutions. In your notes, one solution means you're going to get something like x equals 8. Every problem that we have solved up till this point, you have ended up getting x equals a number. Now, write down this example. 7x plus 9 equals 5x plus 13. Let's solve this. Let's subtract 5x from both sides. And I end up getting 2x plus 9 equals 13. Subtract 9 from both sides. And I get 2x is 4. Divide both sides by 2. X is 2. There is one solution to this equation, and it is 2. That is the only number in the world that you can substitute into this original equation and get a true statement. All right, now, this no solution and infinite solutions, which is the identity, are the same exact method to solve. So if I gave you this problem, times the quantity x minus 2 equals 4x plus 10 plus 2x. Now, when we're solving the equation, the first thing I need to do is simplify both sides. So in this one, I'm going to use the distributive property. I'll get 6x minus 12 equals 4x plus 2x. On this right side is 6x plus 10. Now, when you get to this line, and they're simplified, look at this. 6x minus 12 equals 6x plus 10. Something should look very suspicious. If I move all my variables over to the same side by subtracting 6x. 6x minus 6x is 0. On this side, I'm left with just negative 12. And 6x minus 6x is 0. On this side, I'm left with 10. There are no variables left, and it is false. This is never going to be true. You are going to say that there is no solution because there is no number in the world. Let's look at this side. Let's pretend x was 5. 6 times 5 is 30, minus 12 is 18. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 10 is 40. They do not equal. They will never be equal because we're doing 6 times a number, and then on the left we're subtracting 12, and on the right we're adding 10. There is no number in the world that will work for. So there is no solution. So all variables are gone, and a false statement means no solution. Let's look at infinite solution. So write down this problem. 5x plus 8 equals 3x plus 10 plus 2x minus 2. All right. On this left side, I cannot simplify, so it's just 5x plus 8. On this side, when I combine like terms, I'm going to have 5x plus 8. Now, again, something should look very suspicious here, because does 5x plus 8 always equal 5x plus 8? Yes, it does. If you want to go a step further, let's move this 5x over to the left. So subtract 5x from both sides. And you have 8 equals 8. That is always true. It will always be true. We say their solution is all real numbers, or you could say the identity. Or you could say an infinite solution. That means every number that you know of in the world will make this equation true. Because look, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13. If you put 1 in for x, it works. Let's put 10 in for x. 5 times 10 is 50, plus 8 is 58. I'll get 58 on this side. No matter what you do, it's all numbers will work. So, let's look back. When you are solving, the steps to solving are the same. If you end up with x equals a number, then that's one solution, and that is the answer. If you end up with all variables gone and it's false, you're going to say no solution because there's no number in the world that will work. And if you end up with all variables gone in a true statement, the answer is all real numbers or the identity.